The most successful manifestation of digital currency is Tether. And the idea that people in Lebanon want some dollars, and people in Argentina want some dollars, and people in Nigeria want some dollars. And the only way you get dollars is with a credit card on a Western bank. And so for the billions of people that don't have a credit card in a Western bank, they don't get dollars. And you go to your local bank, you don't get an account. And if you do get an account, they steal your money. And if you have dollars in a bank in Argentina or in Lebanon, when the banks freeze, they will devalue your dollars, convert to local currency, and freeze it or steal it. So the second this other big idea is digital currency moving on 8 billion Android and iPhones between 100 million websites at the speed of light. And that's a mega idea. In the near term, it's a $10 trillion idea.
At the Pacific Bitcoin Conference, Michael Saylor discusses the bright future of Bitcoin. Michael Saylor talks about how the Lightning Network changed Bitcoin in 2017 when it was added to the network. The Lightning Network is a technology that allows for faster and cheaper transactions, the ability to exchange cryptocurrencies, the creation of tokens and securities, and much more. All on a trusted, decentralized Bitcoin network. However, critics of the Lightning Network argue that the Ethereum network is more user-friendly and faster system to build on, but it's not as decentralized as the Lightning Network. Anyway, let's hear what Saylor has to say.
And the reason that people use Tron or Ethereum or any of these other networks is it was easier to move digital dollars around, and Bitcoin didn't support digital dollars on the Lightning Network. So a lot of the energy came from digital currency that we didn't support in our ecosystem. If you put those digital dollars on Lightning and you secure Lightning with the Bitcoin network, that $1 trillion demand will be met on the Bitcoin network, and then it'll become a $10 trillion demand. And as Bitcoin is becoming a $10 trillion network, that digital currency network will become a multi-trillion dollar network as well. And both of those will spread to all 8 billion people. And what will happen is they will squeeze out the local fiat currencies. Everybody on Earth, they want to trade cross borders in dollars. Everybody. And if you talk to the people in the digital currency industry, they will say that the demand for the dollar is 100x higher than the digital euro. And the demand for the next one is 0.1%. So it's like 98% to 1% to 0.1% to nothing, long tail. So a lot of the crypto ecosystem has been fueled by demand for digital currency. The other thing that people want is they want digital tokens. It's like the musicians, the actors, the artists, they want to monetize their brand. And they're not evil people, they're not unethical people. They're people like Prince that said, look, the music record labels hijacked my image and I'm a slave to the record labels and I want to get my brand back. And so that audience of 100,000 major creators and millions of mid-level creators, they would love to tokenize their brand, and they actually went to the crypto ecosystem to do it because you couldn't do it on the Bitcoin base layer and there was no Lightning protocol to do it. And so they brought their notoriety and their marketing cachet to the other cryptos, where then they were monetizing some unregistered security token. And so the moral hazard is to try to do a good thing in the wrong way. Giving dollars to Lebanese is a good thing. On a altcoin, right, is a bad thing. Giving a token to a celebrity or an artist is a good thing, but doing it on an unregistered security is a bad thing. Creating a digital security, like I want to spin up a security, I want to do it in a week or 2 weeks. I don't want to take $25 million up front and spend $20 million a year to maintain it, and that's the old way. That's how MicroStrategy does it. I have an army of lawyers and accountants. If you could do it quick and easy, orders of magnitude quick and easy, there's a place to create a digital security for the local bakery, a digital security for a small, mid-sized company. Why can't 1 million entrepreneurs create their own digital security and sell it? Well, right now, because they don't have $50 million, right? The barrier to entry to sell equity has been too high, So the idea is empower someone to create a digital security, but the way to do it is unethical when you do it as an unregistered security manipulated in an unregistered exchange or an unregulated exchange. So if you look at all these ideas, digital tokens, digital securities, even a digital exchange, why can't I trade Apple stock on Saturday afternoon? Why is it that if you have Apple stock, your bank can actually lend it out and get yield, but you can't? You have no property rights in your equity if it's on a traditional 20th century bank. They have the property rights. They can lend it, they can get yield on it. You can't trade it, you can't get a loan on it from someone outside of your country. They have a monopoly on lending, a monopoly on yield, a monopoly on custody, and they only work bankers' hours from 9:30 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon, 5 days a week. So they don't work 80% of the time. So the idea of a digital exchange that gives you property rights, that works all the time, that doesn't charge you 100x more, that allows you to lend and borrow, these are good ideas. The problem in crypto, Corey, is they're all good ideas executed in a technically unsound fashion, in an ethically unsound fashion, and in economically unsound fashion. So the next step for us is clear out all of the unsound practices in the crypto industry and bring the good ideas to Bitcoin on top of Lightning, so that you should be able to run your exchanges via Lightning, your tokens via Lightning, your securities via Lightning. You should be able to run your currencies via Lightning. And why is it technically sound? Because it's channel-based. It's like a shared nothing, infinitely scalable architecture where only the value in the channel is at risk. It's just an obviously better way to give functionality to 8 billion people. Technically sound. Every other crypto chain is technically defective, unstable, unscalable, and to an engineer you could see that. So not only is it technically sound, Lightning's gas is Satoshis. So you're using a commodity, actually a scarcity, but an ethical commodity as the gas fee, not an unregistered security. Therefore, you're not manipulating the token to run the network. And it's economically sound because it's based upon Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is the only digital scarcity, and Bitcoin has got the integrity and security to last 100 years. So what I would say to everybody in the audience, and especially the class of 2022, we have given you a good entry point into Bitcoin. We have answered the question of technology by showing you that the world's greatest decentralized technology is Lightning on Bitcoin. And you can launch 10,000 companies and solve 100,000 use cases in an ethically, economically sound, technically sound way. And you should just look at the first decade of crypto experiment was everybody showing you cool stuff and doing it in a wrong way. And the next decade is let's do all the cool stuff in the right way, in a way that build it to last.
I highly recommend that you check out this video where George Gammon reminds Twitter why he does not like Michael Saylor, which leads to a heated Twitter debate that you don't want to miss. Click this video now.